Good afternoon again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. I am going to try something I've never done here. I got a tip from my friend Gary, who said that this hideous Pastor Jeffries has said that God, yes, God, has given permission to attack North Korea. So this is a Fox News segment, and I'm going to go through it and maybe comment on the way through. My first comment is, why are we letting evangelicals steer the narrative of anything? We're supposed to have a separation of church and state. I hate to break it to people, but, that's just the fact of the matter. Not only that, but, I think for the last 9 years, correct me if I'm wrong, all I've been hearing about is how Sharia law is our biggest threat. They want to swoop in and get rid of everybody and bring in Sharia law. And, here in Texas, we've outlawed Sharia law. And, Obama's surrounded by Sharia law people. Sharia law. And my friend Pat Hacker said originally when I did a video about, you guessed it, Sharia law, she made an excellent comment that excuse me, Pat Hacker, but I'm paraphrasing, there is more of a chance of a Southern Baptist minister getting his laws and his beliefs on his particular God or his version of Christianity, by the way, which there's I think 30,000 different sects of Christianity. I'm not kidding. At any rate, there's more of a chance of them, somebody like that to get something in than this Sharia freakazoid. So here goes. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try to hold steady.
God has given him the authority to take out North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un. Pastor Jeffress, citing the Bible's book of Romans 13, which says in part, "For he is the servant of God, an avenger who carries out God's wrath on the wrongdoer." But not every religious leader agrees with that interpretation. Here for a discussion, that pastor, Robert Jeffress, and Fox News religious contributor, Father Jonathan Morris, joins us here.
Just to be clear, pastor who said this is on the left-hand side of your screen, the one who looks like probably one of the other Keebler elves who lives in a tree with Jefferson Beauregard Sessions III. I'm almost positive this man is deeply closeted. So, gentleman on the right, I've always found to be fairly decent. Don't faint, but sometimes I can garner information from a religious source. And he's been, I don't know. Well, let's just go.
Good morning to both of you.
Good morning. And good morning to you, Pastor Jeffress, as well.
All right. Pastor Jeffress, you certainly gave the internet something to talk about and melt down over yesterday. Explain why you say that God has given President Trump the authority to attack North Korea.
There is a great deal of confusion among Christians when it comes to this idea of using force to topple evil. And I wanted to clarify that I believe the Bible, especially Romans 13, does give President Trump moral authority to use whatever force necessary, including assassination or even war, to topple an evil dictator like Kim Jong-un.
Okay. This might be a long video because I can't imagine my getting through 30 seconds of this insanity without having to give my 2 cents worth. First of all, I can totally imagine Jesus saying that it's okay to absolutely assassinate people and do all this. Especially, Jesus would definitely gather his disciples and say, look, somebody said something disparaging. They said something. They made a verbal threat that we're really not sure, ladies and gentlemen, if he even made, really. We're just going by what the corporate media has spoon-fed us. Remember that. We don't really know what we think we know in terms of North Korea or the nature of this Kim Jong-un person. I have seen people that have actually unpacked the situation. They know about it, and they say that really he's, not this insane madman that he's made out to be, but this is the rule book by which America, the way that we do things. It's a regime. You'll listen for the catchphrases, regime and madman and, he's slaughtering his people or something like that. And then we move along. So let's get back and see what this man has to say.
And I believe the Bible is very clear about that. And while President Trump prefers a diplomatic solution to this problem, he's been talking about diplomacy for 19 years with North Korea. He's also willing to do whatever it takes to keep America safe. And one thing I know about President Trump after being around him for the last 2 years is this. Unlike his predecessor, when President Donald Trump draws a red line, he's not going to erase it, move away from it, or back down from it.
Okay.
And we ought to thank God every day we have a courageous leader like President Trump.
Okay, of course. You see where we're going here, ladies and gentlemen. This particular brand of Christianity, well, most all the brands of Christianity, they live for authoritarianism. I mean, that is the scoop. You know what? I've already discovered I'm going to run out of recording time here, so I'm going to tell you what. I'll make this comment about authoritarianism, and then I'm going to sign off and come back with part 2 after I delete a bunch of stuff. So, yeah, authoritarianism, of course, you know, God is authoritarian, and these pastors and whatnot live for that. They want someone to tell them what to do. They want somebody to set out rules for them. Okay, Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. Please stay tuned for part 2. Give me a little time. Thank you.